In the morning, you wait at the shanty until 7. You go in at 7 and start making your way up the ladder, climbing up the steel. Every 2 floors, you plank it off. Then you disconnect the bottom of the mast and tie to the boom on top of the choking cable. Then you do the same thing, and then you pick up the other side. I've been working structural steel since I was 18 years old. I worked on towers probably 1,000 feet high. Now, let me tell you, most people are afraid of heights like those, so automatically every iron worker has a bit of an ego. You're doing something somebody else can't do. and you get to wear a tool belt. Oh, when you're a kid, 18 years old, and you got the wrenches in like a holster, you're like a cowboy. Yeah, but I always knew I was going to be an iron worker. I mean, the brothers were iron workers, and my father was an iron worker, so it was a natural course of events. Now, my father, father was very disappointed, I think. We had a college boy I worked once this summer. This one time he points out a book in my back pocket and he says to me, "You read?" That's what convinced me, the non-recognition of other people. To say a man is just a laborer, or a woman is just a waitress, it bothers me. Some mornings I'll look out across the skyline for a building I work on. Say, "Oh, that office building, over there. See that building? I helped build it. Yeah, and I know some dude is sitting up in there in this corner office behind this $5,000 desk. And he's never going to think about me, but I think about him sometimes."
Amanda, where are my papers? And why aren't they in my hand?
I'm a project manager. I get to work at 7 a.m., I leave at 8 p.m. In between my meetings, I answer phone calls and respond to emails. Try to avoid my boss. You always have a boss. Sometimes you have an okay boss, and sometimes you have a Satan boss. Not behind me. I wish these walls were just like a little bit taller. I've been in a lot of different sized cubicles. I've been in small cubes, I've been in half-height cubes. Listen, the way things are these days, I'm happy to be in any cubicle at all. I have friends who would kill for this job, for any job. I paper the walls of my cubicle with posters. I bring in fresh flowers, brought in my favorite ceramic lamp. This little collection of things on top of my computer. I call them computer gods. I guess I have more decorations than I thought. But, in a cubicle, things like glow-in-the-dark skeletons go a long way. During a cubicle, it's kind of like no matter how large or long the walls are, you'll never someone else. Not a good way. I can see the program on the cubicle next to me through the reflection in the window. Sometimes I can see his reflection and see what he's doing. Quite often he's emailing jokes to his sister. I also acquired a webcam. I have it set up so it points behind me, and I have this little window which is the webcam picture. And if somebody walks behind me, I can see them.
I grew up expecting I would get out of college and make $1 million. I also grew up expecting that somebody was just going to deliver a Mercedes to my front door. It's been such a rude awakening. This is the first time in 4 generations that I have it worse than my parents.
Jobs are not big enough for people. You ask most people who they are, and they define themselves by their jobs. I'm a doctor, I'm a carpenter, I'm a sportscaster. If someone asks me, I say, my name is Amanda McKinney. At certain points in my life, I do things for a living. My mentality is completely different from, say, 10 years older, the lifers. I have no real loyalty to this place, because I know they have a business to run and they'll lay me off with food. I accept that. I don't perceive anyone my age thinks, I have a job for life. No. What they think is I'm going to get as much as I can from this job, and then I'm going to move on and make more money. This is the first job of many.
This is my first job. I smell like a burger. The register is easy. Hey, you want a burger? I hit the picture of a burger. Every day's the same old thing. Hello, chicken nugget for the pounder. And I wait for that phone to ring, that phone to ring, that phone at the end of a counter. When I see the manager writing down an order, when I see the manager making change, when I see the manager writing an address, I whisper, yes, give me some change, and send me on my way. Okay, I'm off on a delivery, and I'm finally on my own. Delivery keys, and I'm headed for parts unknown. Fresh air and exercise, and sometimes I throw in some extra fries. For calling it in today, my world is gray until they send me away. I'm the and the wind is in my hair. No one's watching me, I can wander anywhere. Food is getting cold, and so I do as I am told. Responsibility, I have responsibility. My father sits at home, he doesn't work anymore. My mother works a double shift at the department store. And it's nice not to ask for money, and it's nice not to ask for dinner, and it's nice on nights when you have to get away. I go to work every day, I'm putting money away. Hey, you know what they say, slow and steady. I'm making minimum wage, it's pretty good for my age. If I can manage to say, I'll be ready to go wherever I gotta go, wherever destiny leads me. For now a restaurant feeds me, and my family needs me. Delivering, yes, the customer's always right. Thanks for getting me out of the house tonight. Keep the order straight, and I said sorry if I'm late. Some extra napkins for your plate or make you wait. That'll be $12.98 for delivery. I can wander out of rain towards the future new and strange. Job's just the start, but wait, I haven't told you my favorite part. It's when they pay, and then they say, we got it, keep the change. Keep the change. Keep the change. Keep the change. And bit by bit, I'll keep the change. If I save a little every day, the job's gonna deliver me far away. And I'll look back on this and say, thank God for delivery. I'm a guy who likes to work. Some people enjoy tennis. I enjoy work. I enjoy being a leader. I enjoy being the guy everybody looks to. I like the responsibility of having a team of people working for me. In our world of money, money management is still the most attractive job there is. Ask anyone at the East Bank Club. Money is hot. True story. Oh, yeah, if someone wants to call me a shallow corporate tool, I take it as a compliment. Absolutely. What this country's about? The free market. Not perfect, but if they just leave it alone, it sure as hell correct itself better than any regulator can. Yeah, some companies will go away, some people will lose money, and some people will lose jobs. But that's just basic capitalism. Who developed America? The regulators? The SEC? Or was it the Mellons? The Rockefellers? I mean, tell me what they did bad. Rockefeller exploited some workers in the copper fields. Fine, not perfect, but who benefited? Still Standard Oil, isn't there? Mellon's Bank is still around. Listen, how many charities were started by these people?
how many theaters, museums, national parks are here for us to enjoy thanks to the robber barons. Unless you have losers, you cannot have winners. I gotta take this. Yeah? Okay. Give me 5 minutes. Yeah? Okay. Looking at that short. Gotta get back on the phones for the markets close overseas and everybody works long hours these days. Kid wants to make it, he's gotta be willing to work long hours. And he's gotta know to outsmart the regulators to make a profit. It's easy. Christ, if you can outsmart one little government staff, you shouldn't come to work in the morning. I should be their teacher. I always wanted to teach. What I like to do when I get tired of all this. Get involved with young people. Pass along my knowledge, my experience, and my value.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning, Hernando. How are you? Good morning, Selena. I missed you. Good morning. Oh, God. In your heart, you may have a hate, dislike for a certain child, but force yourself to say, "Good morning, Manuel. How are you doing?" Someone forgot to take his Ritalin this morning. My name is Rose Hoffman. I teach 3rd grade. At 9:15, we start with arithmetic. I have tables fun on the board. Multiplication. You don't say tables. You say tables fun. Everything has to be fun, fun, fun. I tell my kids, Mrs. Hoffman's here. Everybody works. Working is a blessing. In the old days, I had 18 to 20 children who stayed in my class from the beginning bell to the very end. Today, I have 37 in my class. The children come in, they play with their cell phone, and leave for computer lab and art therapy. Oh yes, I've seen great changes since I began teaching in 1981. January 6, 1981. My students back then were Polish primarily. I love the Polish people. They worked hard. My classroom was always a showcase. In those days we did it ourselves. With colorful pictures and charts on the wall. A snowman in winter, a pumpkin in fall. And all my supplies were in neat little piles on the shelf. My children were always respectful. When the principal came, they would rise. If I had to leave for a minute or two, they always found something constructive to do. And everyone sat in their places according to size. But kids don't know how to behave anymore. Ask them to rise and they ask you what for. We confiscate weapons and drugs at the door. No spitballs and comic books now. They want me to teach in a classroom like that, but nobody tells me how. Back then we actually taught English, not English as a second language. I'm shocked that English is the second language. When my parents came over, we learned Jewish as the first language that the taxpayers expected. We didn't have problems with focus or discipline. Of course, back then we got the habit. Oh yes, I'm a firm believer in purple punishment. It builds respect and trust. I made a big thing about spelling, but they learned by the time I got through. They had copied the words till they knew them by heart. 10 times for the dumb ones, and twice for the smart. And gold stars were given to those who made sentences true. you spell. Oh, you can't even say it, say Papa Espanol now. The way I've been teaching for 40-some years is no longer effective, or so it appears. Well, damn it, it worked for me then, so what's wrong with it now? They say I'm supposed to keep up with the times, but nobody ever tells me how. There is one little girl who stands out in my mind. She wasn't very bright, but she was never any trouble. I see her every once in a while. She gives me no trouble to say hi. She has the same smile for everyone. When I first joined the airlines, I had already been to New York, London, and Paris, which is pretty huge when you're from Kankakee, Illinois. But after you join the airlines, it's actually not as glamorous as it seems. Sometimes people just get nasty. I mean, they're harassed by security and then get delivered to us. And your shining personality only goes so far. We get scared sometimes too. I've never yet been so scared that I didn't want to get on the plane. But there have been times to take off when there's been something funny. This one time, I was flying first class, and the captain tells me, we're going to have to make an emergency landing in Chicago because we lost a pin out of the nose gear. When we land, the nose gear is going to collapse. So he wants me to prepare the entire cabin for this landing, but not for another 2 hours, and not to tell any of the other flight attendants because they're new and would get all excited. So I had to keep this in me for 2 hours, and I'm wondering, am I going to die here today? And I'm serving drinks and food, and this guy gets mad at me because his omelet's too cold. I was about to say, you just wait, buddy. You're not going to have to worry about that freaking omelet. When I first told my parents I wanted to join the airlines, they got so excited. My mother especially thought it was great that I could have the ambition, the nerve to go out into the city and try to accomplish something. Really, I just wanted to get out of Kankakee.
If you want to have a thrill, there's no comparison, not even to a jet plane. Like climbing onto that steel truck and going out there on the Darien Expressway. The moment you climb into that truck, you forget about the whopping kids, you just kiss goodbye, and the adrenaline starts pumping. What? There we go. Breaking up and now, big better put your ears on for the now. Big sucker gotta have a big life. So come on, drop trucker, you gotta come up, mother. Kitty's double, that's our close one. I got to roll, that trucker. Don't understand about the ship I'm in. Roll, that trucker. Back in my wheels again. Roll, that trucker. I was bound for stubborn. Roll, that trucker. Back in my wheels again. Running out of words. Got dipped in those headlights, falling asleep in the last 2 nights. But I'm gonna be alright. I got to roll, that sucker. I said where and you still work. Roll, that sucker. I'm back on my wheels again. Roll, that sucker. Back it right up and do it again. Roll, that sucker. I'm back on my wheels again. You're gone for a week, 2 weeks, delivering one load at one point and dropping it off at another.
You sit in that truck and you only compare to your own thoughts. And you don't really stop thinking about your problems at all. So, you turn on the radio. If you can play it loud enough to hear over the engine. Yeah, wind truckers fast, that's something tremendous. Think about the girl about that voice. And you build up something in your mind. Until you begin to believe it. Moving out in New Jersey, big state police. I'm in a hurry. Won't you let me go with this? I'm independent. Ain't got no seats to tow. Got the ever let us see how old. Cause I'm on the road. And the only man telling me where to go is the man who was alive. He said, roll, 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 Miss Trucker. I said, where? And you say, where? Roll, 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 Miss Trucker. I'm back in the wheels again. Roll, 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 Miss Trucker. Backing it up and do it again. Roll, 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 Miss Trucker. I'm back in my wheels again. Trucker, I'm back in my wheels again. Woo! Roll, 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 trucker. Back it up and do it again. Roll, 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 trucker. I'm back on my wheels again. Back on my wheels again. Coming home to a wife can be a sort of letdown. He has to raise the kids, he has to buy all the bill collectors. Can't even count on a husband to be at a graduation or a communion. When you get home, you're so tired you'd rather be sleeping than getting ready to go out on a Saturday night. I make 2 round trips to Evansville and have them in 4 blocks of my house. I never go home. It's easier to just keep on going. So you call your wife and tell her you won't be back. Hey, honey? Hello? Alright.
Verizon Tech Support, this is Johnny. How may I help you?
Yeah, this number isn't working. And I got like 5 bars.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. May I please have the number you're calling?
Yeah, 494-867-5309.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, sir. All the circuits in your area are busy.
What? Jesus, I can't understand anything you're saying. What's wrong with you guys?
I'm sorry, sir. Why don't you wait 5 minutes and place your call again? You think that you wait for to get a live person instead of a computer? I mean, sometimes you really want to talk to them if they sound upset. For me, it's a temptation to say, gee, what's the matter? But you can't say more than I'm sorry you're having trouble. If you get caught talking to a customer, that's 1 strike against you. 3 strikes and you're out. One time, one woman said to me, Operator, I'm lonesome. Could you please talk to me? I said, Madam, I'm sorry, I can't. But you can't. I mean, I'm a communications person and I can't communicate.
I always thought of a receptionist as the loser at the front desk. Now I'm one. So of course I had to change my opinion. She had to. Because I'm so special. I was fine until we had this office party. I'd be having a fairly intelligent conversation with someone when they'd ask what I did. When I'd say, I'm a receptionist, they'd make an excuse and walk away. So now I make up other names for what I do. Communications control, entry management, front desk executive.
It's strange, but you get tired of talking. You talk constantly for 6 hours straight with a 10-minute break. Everyone is talking to somebody else but not to you. You can't think about it. People are talking to people thousands of miles away.
I noticed people have asked me to put down. I never.
Do I listen in on phone conversations?
But let me tell you, I once worked for AT&T and all the girls used to listen in on phone conversations. I don't care who you are. If you work nights and it's real quiet, you're going to listen in on phone conversations.
It makes the night go faster.
Sometimes, to make the day go faster, I'll do drawing. laundry and sort of thing. Never people. I pretend I'm alone. Things are quiet. I call it the land of no phone.
And I never answer the phone from home.
Hello. Oh, no thank you. My husband gets newspaper at his office and I read it online. No, I don't have an office. I don't work. No, I work. Of course I work. It's just, I don't have a job. Okay, thanks anyways. I'm a stay-at-home mom. Guess in my Mother's Day they would have called me a housewife. That's funny. Not like I sit around watching soap operas all day. I have a lot of work to do. You just want something more exciting to talk about at a dinner party, you know? Something that matters. What I do only matters to 3 people. All I am is just a housewife. Nothing special, nothing great. What I do is kind of boring. If you'd rather, it can wait. All I am is someone's mother. All I am is someone's wife. All of which seems unimportant. All it is just my life. Do the laundry, wash the dishes, take the dog out, clean the house, shop for groceries, look for specials. God, it sounds so Mickey Mouse. Drop the kids off, pick the shirts up, try to lose weight, try again. Keep the troops fed, put their things up, lose your patience, count to 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All I am is just a housewife, nothing great. What I do is out of fashion, what I feel is out of date. All I am is someone's mother, right away I'm not too bright. What I do is unfulfilling, so the TV talk shows tell me every night. I don't mean to complain at all, but they make you feel like you're 2 feet tall when you're just a wife. All they see are the pots and pans and those Pepsi cans of a person's life. You're a witch if you go to work, but you're just a jerk if you say you won't. People say that they think it's fine if the choice is mine, but you know they don't. What I do, what I choose to do, maybe dumb to you, but it's not to me. Is it dumb that they need me there? Is it dumb to care? 'Cause I do, you see. Killing me, did you ever think? Really stop to think what a job it was? Doing all things that a housewife does. Greatest, unimpressive. Nothing special. What I do is unexciting. Take the kids here, take the kids there. I don't need to complain at all. Busy, busy, happy. Like my mother. Just a housewife.
UPS!
Oh! You really shouldn't startle people like that.
Sorry.
It's alright.
Thank you, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
Thank you.
You have to make excitement for yourself, you know? Where is he? Where is he?
I've been once already. By a Doberman. That's the biggest part of a dog's day, when the UPS man comes. So, when nobody's looking, kick him down the street. Even if he just follows you, you try again for the one you missed a couple houses back. Yeah, that's the big subject of conversation with us. Dogs. And women. If you have a nice looking babe that kind of brightens your day, we have a code we put in the system. We put a Q, that stands for cutie. If you give her a smile, sometimes she smiles back. It gives you something to do. That's excitement to the day. UPS!
I work in a luggage factory. We make suitcases. The tank I work at is 6 foot deep, 8 foot square. In 40 seconds, you have to take the wet felt out of the felter, put the blanket on to draw out excess moisture, wait 2-3 seconds, pick up the blanket, balance it on your shoulder, take the blanket off, put the wet felt on your shoulder, reach over, grab the hose, spray the inside of this copper screen, turn around to the hot dry dye behind you, put the hot piece on the floor, put the wet piece on the hot dye, push this button, inspect the piece we just put down, stack it, count it, 40 seconds. In the summertime, the temperature at my workstation ranges anywhere from 100 to 150 degrees. I've taken thermometers and checked it out myself. I have arthritis in the joints of my fingers, naturally in my shoulder from balancing this wet piece. The hose will leak and spray back on you. The hydraulic presses leak, so you're constantly slipping on oil. You have the possibility of being burnt every time that wet felt hits that hot piece. You're just engulfed in a cloud of steam. Every 40 seconds. The tank runs 24 straight hours. I work 8 straight hours with 2 10-minute breaks and 1 20-minute break for lunch. I find it difficult to eat my lunch in that length of time. 40 seconds. Granddad was a sailor, and he blew off the water. My father was a farmer, and I his only daughter. I took up with a no-good man working at the Massachusetts. He died from too much whiskey and leaves me these 3 faces. Little work ain't easy, little work ain't hard. Little work is most often a goddamn awful boring job, and I'm waiting on a daydream to take me through the morning. Put me in my coffee break where I can have my sandwich and remember. It's me and my machine for the rest of the morning, for the rest of the afternoon gone, and the rest of my life. They can't keep men on the tanks. They say it's too monotonous. I think women adjust to monotony better than men do because they're used to doing more than one thing at once, where a man can only think of one thing at a time. A woman can listen to her child while she does something else. It's the same way on the tank. You get to be automatic in what you're doing, and your mind is somewhere else. Mind begins to wander. Days back on the farm, and I can see my father smiling at me, swinging me on his arm. I can hear my granddad's stories of the storms out on Lake Erie, vessels and cargoes, fortunes and sailors' lives along. My life has been wasted, and I have been a fool to let this manufactured
use my body for a tour. I get to ride home in the evening, staring at my head, swearing by my sorrow that a young girl I never. Yeah, I work this mill just as long as I make it, and never be content. Name is on the label, it's me and my machine for the rest of the morning, for the rest of the afternoon, and the rest of my life. You wish you didn't have to work in a factory, but that's all you know how to do. What you do. An organizer is someone who brings try to build an organization that'll give people the power to make changes. I put together a fairly solid organization of rural people in Pike County to stop Bethlehem Steel from strip mining. I had to tell people again and again that they have the stuff to do the job and that it's possible to win. You see, people in their guts really don't believe it. Nobody believed we could stop Bethlehem Steel, but see, all that the people in Pike County wanted was a park, a place for their kids, and Bethlehem said, go to hell, we're not going to give you a damn thing. So, I got 20, 30 people together, and I saw them as leaders, and I said, let's get that park. They said we can't, and I said, yes, we can. So we got together and we wrote letters, we protested until we finally got on TV, and just like that, Bethlehem came. A couple months later, 4,000 people drove up to Pike County to watch bulldozers grading down land to make that park. See, people become convinced that there's not a damn thing they can do. But I think we have it inside of us to change things. I mean, if you think about it, all human recorded history is what? 5,000 years old? How many people in that time have made an overwhelming difference? 20? 30? You see, the problem with history is that it's written by college professors about great men. But that's not what history is. History is a hell of a lot of little men and women, just like you and me, getting together and deciding that they want a better life. If I could have been what I could have been, I could have been something. I wanted to be a writer.
Major League Baseball player.
On a little farm. If what I could be had been left to me, I could have been something. But then I got married.
And my dad got sick.
There's always a stumbling block. I was gonna work for a few years, buy me a car, head west. Then I met the wife. Kind of changed my plans. You never know what you would have did.
I could have done but now it's the dreams that I'm stuck with. And hell, that ain't a lot to show. as I could go, I would have gone play there. The topless king, a long way from here. When I long way from there. It was tougher to fight all those ifs and or buts, all those ifs and or buts. I could have been what I could have been. I could have been something. If my destiny had been left to me, I would have been something. If they had just let me go, and I was ready to go, then I was ready to go back there. Just like me, God only knows. God only knows. What I could have been something. What I could have been. What I could have been. Yeah. What I could have been. Something. What I could have
Get interested in what you're doing, you usually fight the clock the other way. You're not looking to quit. Worried it's almost quitting time. You haven't got enough dough. There's not a house in this country I haven't been, but I don't look at it every time I go by. If there's a stone crooked, I notice it. People who live there might not notice it, but I notice it. Stone is my business. Heck, stone's my life.
Built a house with his hand. 30 years go by, then it stands where nothing's done. A house of stone that makes things feel good. Does his work is what they fly. When in time's a big surprise, then it's one stone to get just right. There's always one stone for the night. Every house he built, every stone he laid, it's not just making money.
Those days done built me a stone cabin. And on the green roof, we built a stone cabinet for the kitchen. Stone front door. That's good, yeah. You know, all my dreams, I got up in property.
Built a house with his hands. 100 years go by, it stands. It tells you it was. The life goes fast, but the work comes last. It's best to have the work.
Ain't nothing on this earth that'll last forever. So, it's pretty close.
I can't relax. Because when you ask someone who's 58 years old, what does a press agent do? You force me to look back and see what a crazy life I've had. My hopes, my aspirations, what I did with them. But being a press agent does to you. I mean, what have I wound up with? A room full of clippings and a case of colitis. But what I think my main issue is the inability to say no. The insistence on being part of everything, the fear you're gonna miss something. You know, one psychiatrist said to me, a person with one ass can't ride two horses. Being a publicity person, it's a confession of weakness. It's for people who are too afraid to get attention for themselves. You spend your whole life telling the world how great somebody else is. In this work, you don't build anything for yourself. You know, if I had my mom in a little pop candy store and then I made that store into a bigger one, I could have sold it for $1 million. Who do I sell my clippings to?
Good evening, my lord. What's exciting at the bar that I can offer? It would be very boring if I had to say. I do like a cocktail over and over. So I come out different for my own enjoyment. I say, good evening, my lord. What's exciting at the bar that I can offer? Or something. Maybe a little cocktails, I give them a little philosophy. They want coffee, I give them political science. I have an opinion on every single subject there is. My bosses don't like it, so I have to speak. Sorry about check. But if I get heated, I don't give a damn. I speak like an Italian speaks. I have to be a waitress. How else does the world come to me? Everyone wants to eat. Everyone has hunger. And I serve them. I give service. I can't be servile. There's a difference. I get intoxicated with giving service. It becomes theatrical, and I feel like I'm on a hurry, and it intoxicates me. I'm on stage. There's some as don't care when they put down a plate. There's a sound. Not with me. When they move a chair, it'll scrape with a grate on the ground. Not with me. I will have my hand right when I place a glass. Notice how I stand right as customers pass. Serve it amity with a gesture so gentle. I'll do it again till it's near Oriental. La 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 la. It's an art to be a great waitress, to see that you pleasure each guest. There's a twist to my wrist when I bring your steak in, and watch how I take in your liver and bacon. It will all be so stylish and smart. Even that is an art. I remember one day, as I do now and then, I had the shakes. Down I went. And there on my tray, full of coffees and cordials and cakes. Down I went. But I kept my poise, not one guess heard me fall. Never made a noise, not one noise, food and all. If you have to crawl, you give them what they like. You carry your tray like it's almost ballet-like. La 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 la. It's an art to be a great waitress. Each evening I treasure it. Like tonight there was a spite. Could we hire this busboy on clothes on the musboy and guess her to busboy? Did we have a quick eye too hard? Even that is an art. Tips! Ha! Tips are important for people like captains in Barnet. For them, it's a tipsy for me. I'm a gypsy, just toss me a coin, and I suddenly feel like I'm Garnet. So on through
the ulcer, the backache, the hot, sweaty feet. On you go. Now, if your nice ulcer and Madam wants what with her meat? On you go. When him approaches the curtain, there among the roaches my outside. Every night I tend to find myself crying. No, I'm so trying. We're so satisfying. I tell everyone I'm a waitress, and I'm proud when people say to me, "Hey, you're terrific. How come you're just a waitress?" You know what I say to them? I say, "Why? Don't you think you deserve to be served?" By me? It's an art to be a great waiter, to do without leisure. So I zoom through the room with a flare no one else has, an air no one else has, I swear. No one else has my lilt when I say a la carte. You can see it gives me a glow. Every time I prove I'm a pro. Maybe I'm not quite Michelangelo, but I'm not just a waitress. I'm a For 16 years here, I went on a 2-week vacation to Hawaii. Love her. My eldest daughter, act your age. I said, honey, if I was acting my age, I wouldn't be walking. After 16 years of this job.
When I retired, first 2 years, I was down lying. I had nowhere to go, nothing to do. Then I give myself a good going over Joe. I said, I stay at home again. Time. Gotta get out there and do things. Well, yeah, it goes pretty fast for me, man. I don't daydream at all. I just think of something and I forget it. That's daydream. It don't do you no good. Keep busy, keep moving. That's the trick. You'll wait till you're 10, wake up in bed. You don't want to leave your couch open all day, you know. It's depressing. Don't look at you cook for yourself, you save a bundle. You don't keep track of your money, who will? You think about the day ahead. Don't go in a time. Like I said, sit at home, you got the world. Get out there and do that. Take a walk. This one guy lived on my National Biscuit. Boy, you should see me, but and then maybe he calls up a couple other fellas to come over, play some poker. They'll lose a gin. Till they come. This guy will lose a card you picked up. You're getting that gin. You visit your wife's crib. On the way, you give them the night. It does good to your brain. Or maybe you visit your cousin. Bring your 6-pack. You stay stroll down memory lane. When we was young, we was always together and raising cane. We go back a long way and think the time we had. I remember once back in '62, we was at the fair with these girls we knew on this crazy ride. Where you screamed, you're afraid. The big different they called it. We could hardly walk as we left the car, so we staggered down for a candy bar. Then we sat and laughed at the penny arcade. At 6 o'clock, we watched the news. Your politician gets you so bad you wear your slippers at the set. Because some friends don't think you. Most of the time you fight your way around. Sometimes you turn up a bit, call you down. You watch a game, you take a snooze. Then there's Sundays, Sundays different. You change your shirt and shine your shoes, cause you go around walking to the tavern. You shoot some bull, you drink some beer. You don't even drink a lot, have a good time. Maybe drink some porn in the evening. You find a pal, you bet some beer. You meet a lot of your own crowd there Sundays. Sometimes a bunch of you sing the kind of song you never hear, like Stardust or In the Mood, and then you cheer. Last Sunday we sang Till We Meet Again. I did a waltz that tune once, honest to God. It was at a dance, I was 17, and the girl was like from a magazine, and the lights were low, and I really leaned low. I think, come on, boys, that. And I kissed her cheek as we waltzed away. I remember it like it's yesterday. Boy, was she surprised. I can hear her say, Joe! Drive you home from down the block. Take the cash and up the sock. You fold the bed, you check the lock. You wind the clock. When I retired, a lot of people told me, Joe, you had your help, you should have done it. I don't know why I retired. It's just a habit, I guess. But I have no regrets. I keep busy, keep traveling. I go to fires every once in a while. You know that fire on Milwaukee Avenue about 3 months ago? I was there. It's crazy. The smoke's coming out the heavy as hell, but you don't see no fire. No? Boy, that was some fire. Woo!
You know, I've always wanted to be a fireman. A lot of guys want to be firemen. It's like kids. Guys 40 years old still act like kids. Of course, the hair starts to fall out. So, I took the department test in 98, got called in 99. You know, the world's so messed up, the country's messed up, but the firemen, you actually see them produce. You see them put out a fire, you see them walk out of a building, babies, garage. You see guys off the mountain dying. It's real stuff. You know, what the big one, papers, numbers, right? It's not real. But I help put out a fire. I help save some. Can't get around that. It's real.
He had a very good day today. We went down to the senior center, just a mile away. Some days he only wants to stay at home, but on Tuesdays they play music and they dance. You should have seen him dance. They were playing Spanish music. He's a ham. He likes to make the nurses smile. Some days he can't remember who I am, but today he was lucid for a little while. Through it all, I take his pulse, I change his clothes. Where are his children? Heaven knows. It doesn't pay much, but I get through, because I do the work that no one else will do.
Went down to see my car, like afternoon, running by her side. Such peace down next to her home. Her parents worked late, it took her in each night. She said, I love you, and I love her too. While I do all the work, her mother doesn't.
I have a family of my own.
Daughter back at home.
I send whatever I can spare.
No one singing her to sing.
And sometimes I close my eyes and imagine I am there. Duérmete, duérmete, hasta la madrugada, duérmete. He had a very good day today. We went down to the senior center, just a mile away. One day my dreams are gonna all come true. But for now I do what no one wants to do. But for now I do what no one wants to do.
You know what I always wanted to do? I wanted to play the piano. That's what I really wanted. I'd read songs and things about my life growing up in the South. And my mama, now my grandmama. Now, I got my own beautiful daughter, and I got plans for her. So I leave my house every morning and go scrub rooms up at the Marriott. And at night, come to this office, and it's scrubbing again. For generations, that's all we've done, scrubbing. My mama, my grandmama did. But my daughter, she ain't gonna do no domestic work. I aimed at the end of that particular line. Mama worked just like her mama before her. Domestic working was a trade. There was laundress, cook, and the living help. Thursday girl, babysitter, and a hotel maid. They worked 6 days a week, all day long, and never could get out of debt. Those are the days when minimum wage was everything you could get. There was cleaning women without faces. There was coming and going on a birthday basis. Talking to somebody who knows. Somebody who knows. After so many years, I don't want these stuck in one lovely room. No, I don't want to pick up there another room one of these days. Just want to sleep till noon. All day long I'm thinking my kids out in the streets singing, but the folks up in the room don't think you're thinking half the time. Always talking about you like you ain't even there. Got you now something to my no, she ain't gonna oh no, I do if my legs don't give out and I'm back hold up, I'm gonna make her a better day. Oh, wanna be good, get down on your knees. A Mexican there to pray. No more bleeding women without faces. No, no. She's gonna walk in on a bit like St. Basis. The first thing we spend will be the first thing that's gonna be a happy you can see. Like she ain't gonna be stuck in no gonna be through. Oh, well, she'll be pushing her on through someday. generation. That's what we got coming up. A whole new generation.
Oh, hello. My name is Ralph Warner. I'm 19 years old. I ran this mutual fund for students at my school. My father, he has his own investment firm. That's kind of where I learned. He runs a hedge fund. No, those are always the guys getting caught behind their investors. We study ethics at school, so I'm sure I won't have any problems. Now, to our family, of course. My quote dream girl unquote will have longer net hair. Doesn't have to wear a lot of makeup because she's gonna be naturally pretty. I want her to have a lot of personality because when I turn 30 and we're moving up the ladder, there's gotta be a lot more than just looks. At first, she'll probably be working, but after our first child, she'll stay home. And she'll be a good mother. I hope to have 3 children, 2 boys and a girl, and I would really like a colonial house. Maybe one that leans towards the Mediterranean style. Maybe it could be right back around a golf course so my wife and I can play golf whenever we want. I hope my wife can play golf.
Hi, my name is Charlie. I'm 20. So the other day, I got a job in the newsroom, Chicago paper. Went down to the paper. Talked to the manager, told him how much I wanted to be a journalist. He liked me. I had a type. Coming to work for me was kind of a missionary kind of thing. I had organic walnuts and organic raisins, and I was just giving them out to everyone. You see, at this stage of the game, I was in a very spiritualistic. I liked my job because most of the time it was just answering phone calls. People would call up or have a problem, and I'd say, "Sir, this is a capitalist paper, and as long as it stays a capitalist paper, it's not going to search you because its main purpose is to make money for its owners." And then I tell them to call up the owner or come down and take over the paper themselves. A lot of people responded really well to these suggestions. But the editor, he calls me into his office and he's like, blah, 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 blah. And I just wanted to take a baseball bat and smash his computer to pieces. I mean, he's a nice guy. I really like him. I don't know if I would find any pleasure in taking a baseball bat and destroying his entire office. So I've been thinking for months, what am I going to do when I get fired? I had to do something to show them, hey, I'm better than you. I had to think fast. So I turned to the editor and I said, I hope you can live with the conditions you're creating. And then I turned around, walked away, and started to cry. And the editor runs after me. He's like, wait a minute, I'm not the one causing these conditions, you are. And I said, no. I'm not the one with the power. You're the one with the power. Now I've got myself unemployment. They were nice to me the first time. Then some lady told me to get a number. I wanted to tell her, I can wait outside your house and steal your money. But that's bitter. I don't like being bitter. I'm a pacifist.
Heard a lot of songs say where you go, my son. Now I know that boy, you never stop to think how fast the years run down their teeth. I remember you was 3 and a half. The love in me beats a dead. some new words to say. Words I was there. I couldn't do no wrong as far as you were concerned. Thought I was the best of men. The tables had turned. Seems to me that lately I've been thinking about life. Lots of funny things come back, thought I forgot. Now they make me sad. High school further back to summer nights, before the light he was my hero there. He couldn't do no wrong as far as I was concerned. I thought he was the wisest and the strongest and the best of men. The tables had turned. I had learned how to find This may sound square, but my kid is my imprint. You know what I mean? This is why I work. Every time I see a young man walking down the street dressed real sharp, I'm looking at my kid. You know what I want? I want my kid to tell me he's not gonna be like me. I want him to look me in the eye and say, Dad, you're a nice guy, but you're an effing dummy. Hell yeah. I mean, if you can't improve yourself, improve your posterity. Otherwise, life's not worth nothing. You might as well go back to the cave and stay there. You know, I'm willing to bet the first caveman who walked over the hill to see what was on the other side didn't go there wholly out of curiosity. He went because he wanted to get his son out of the cave. I heard a lot of songs, stay where you go, my son. Now I know there. Boy, you never stop to think how fast they could run. For the things they see. Now it seems I always do. Why I do the things I do, and the things I why I work my whole damn life so I could give a better life than the one my dad could give. Think about a piece of work, even, let's say, Michelangelo's Sistine Chapel, this beautiful work of art. But what if Michelangelo had to create the Sistine Chapel 1,000 times a year? I mean, don't you think that would dull even Michelangelo's mind?
It's not just the work. Somebody built the pyramid. The pyramid is power. These things don't just happen.
I don't care how little you did. You drive down the road and you say, I worked on this road. You skip bridge, you say, I built that bridge.
I think if carpenters had to build a cabin for poets, the poets show the carpenters a little class, just 3 or 4 lines.
Though we labor their minds, this place we can relax with go back home and work with his hands.
That's the point. To a painter.
You know what I would like? I would like to see a building. Say the Sears Tower. I would like to see on one side of it just a full white strip from top to bottom with the names of every person who's ever worked in or on that building. All the names. So when a guy walked by, take his son or take his daughter and say, see that building.
I was the one who did the design. I was the one who drafted the plans. Every detail and every move. See that building.
The friend that lifted the big.
Look at those bricks, those roofs are high.
Every detail and every line. See that building. See that building.
See that building. I clean the floors and I clean them good. People don't know my job is hard. See that building. I do the books, I handle the mail. I knock the door, I punch my card. See that window. Find the bench. See that window. 1, 2, 3, stop. That's where I work. Everyone should have something to point to, something to be proud of.
See what I've done.
I did the job.
I was the one.
Everyone should have something to point to, something to be tall in the crowd. See that building day after day after day after day. That's where I put myself on the line. That's where I sweat to earn my pay. See that building.
That's where I put the food on our plate.
Where I can bring my kids and say, see
do have to give thanks to our amazing stage manager, Sarah E. Amazing, lovely, hardworking, strong lady back there, making sure all our cues are met. Look, these are for you, but like I'm not gonna go after, but these are for you. Exactly. We love you so much, Sarah E. You work hard every single day. Knowing you has been amazing, and all 4 of you in high school have been amazing. Thanks to you. The drama program loves you so much. I wanted to say a couple of things. I don't know. What they're gonna do without you. I mean, I'm leaving with the rest of them. I don't know what they're gonna do because you're like the best music manager ever, first of all. And I know we've had a very turbulent relationship, but I love you so much, and you do so much for this program. You work so hard, and I love you, and I can't believe it's crazy. One more round. We have another person to thank. We have to, of course, thank Mrs. Zamora, who is the director. So much Mr. Z does for each and every one of us, and how important he is to this entire program, and how important he takes in each of our lives. I don't think Mr. Z knows that. Go, best friend! I'm sorry for burning your microphone. I'm saying that right. Sorry for saying freshmen for like the 4 years.
4 years.
Yes.
And you're still safe.
I do. That meant so much. I was not good at public speaking, and the class helped me, and I made so many friends, especially Lisa. Like that. And I'm really gonna miss you so much.
I can go on and on and on, but I don't want to keep you guys here for so long. So I had the absolute honor of I've opened every show with Mr. Zamora here since I started freshman year in theater, and there is not a single person who has helped shape me into who I am today more than him right here. And obviously, as you can see, an amazing teacher and director, but more than anything else, he is an amazing mentor to not only me, but every single person that you see here on stage, and so much more. He did so much for each and every one of us, and you can tell how much he cares about this program and its people, and I owe so much to him, and I will forever be grateful for that. So thank you, Mr. Zamora, so much.
Thank you guys very much for coming out. And honestly, like the program is this is the program. This is it that they built it. They're the ones that they keep me. They're the ones that make me. Thank you.